thanks for joining me today for this look at There She Goes. It's a great classic guitar pop song by the Lars. A few people have been asking me to look at this song. I think it's a good one for the channel. It's got some nice guitar parts in it, not too difficult. It's got a nice lead part, which I'm going to play on the electric, but you can play it on acoustic. All the parts I'm showing you will work perfectly well, either all on electric or all on acoustic, or you can combine the two like I'm doing. It's a good strum along. If you're a beginner, the chords that I'm going to show you, we're going to sit down with the acoustic in a bit and look through the verse chords and the chorus. It's really nice, quite simple chords. It's a great song to learn. As always, we'll get close up and break it down. If you're new to the channel, then I hope you like the lesson. If you do, please give me a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me grow it. Anyway, let's get close up. We'll look at There She Goes by the Lars. We're in standard tuning for this song. I've got a clean sound through the amp. I'm on the clean channel with some reverb, and I've got some chorus, a bit of compression and a bit of delay. Right, there we go, we're in up close now. Hopefully you can see everything there. So I'm going to start by going through the great signature riff that starts the track. I'll play it through, then we'll break it down. Alright, so nice riff. I'm just playing there on first and second strings at the 3rd fret, holding them down with my 2nd and 3rd fingers, and I'm strumming, starting with the downstroke and then an upstroke on the 1st string. So downstroke on the B string, the 2nd string, and then another downstroke on the B string. So the picking action is kind of down, up, down, up. And that picking technique goes throughout the whole riff, so practice that to keep in time. So it's starting with a downstroke on the B string, upstroke on the 1st string, the E string, and then a downstroke on the B. And then I'm going to put my little finger, it's a bit of a stretch this, up to the 5th fret of the 1st string. But again we do the 2 strikes. Then I'm moving my 1st finger down to the 2nd fret of the 1st string. But again we're doing this 2 strikes up and down strumming. And then placing it back at the 3rd fret there. I've got my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. So all together very slowly. And there I'm just holding down the B string, 3rd fret, and it's just an open 1st string. And there I'm just doing downstrokes. And then an open G to finish off. I'll just play it through again very slowly, it's a big part of the song. You have to just be careful not to mute out that G string with your 2nd finger there, you're holding the B string down at the 3rd fret. You want to make sure you don't mute out that G, let it ring. Sometimes in the song, on some of the parts, the band just varies slightly the way they play that riff. It's a minor detail, it doesn't really matter. I'm just telling you for completeness really. So sometimes they don't play the open G string at the end of it, so you get this. And instead of. So you can choose how you want to play it. There's a part 2 to the riff that comes in just before the vocals start. I'll play through it and then we'll break it down. Sounds like this. Then back into the other riff that we've just looked at. Alright, so I'll just play through that again slowly, then we'll break it down. So easy stuff really. I'm on the B string, 3rd fret up to the 5th fret. I'm using my 3rd finger because I want to use my 1st finger to catch the 1st string at the 3rd fret. So I'm sliding up on B3 to 5, then E3, back to the B string at the 5th fret. Then with my pinky I'm just going on E5 and then taking off again. Or you could play, you could lean your 3rd finger across and catch both strings there with the fleshy part of your finger, whatever feels more comfortable to you really. Repeat that from 3 to 5 on B, up to E3. So again, I'm just flicking between, just switching between B5 and E3 there. And then I'm going to slide that shape up so that my 3rd finger is holding B7 down and I've got E5 with my 1st finger. And then from 5 to 3 on the B string. So all together that part again. Again, like the riff, the band vary that in the song at one point. They just double up on part of the riff, so I've shown you all the notes to play. Just listen to the track, but instead of playing it as I've just shown you, they play it like this. So just staying on that part alone. And that's the riff. I'll switch to my acoustic now for the verse chords, but as I said in the introduction, the whole song works on acoustic or electric. You know, or if you're playing in a band, you can combine the parts. The band used both electric guitar for the riff and acoustic guitar for these verse chords on the single, and I think it does sound really good on acoustic, but you can play the riff as well acoustic, just the same. All the parts are exactly the same. Okay, so we've got some simple chords in this. We're starting with a G chord, and I'm using that rock G where I hold down the B string as well as the 1st string at the 3rd fret. Gives it more of a, you don't have to, you can mix and match, but I think it sounds pretty good. It gives a real ring to it. D, C, and then back to 2 measures, downstrokes on D there, but it's D with an F sharp in the bass. I'm using it with my thumb and bending my thumb over. You don't have to do that if you're a beginner. A D will do fine, but if you can get your thumb over, just sounds more like the record. So the acoustic guitar comes in with the riff going, starts on 3 downstrokes of that D with F sharp in the bass. So nice simple chords, really good. It's a great song, really great piece of pop music this. And then at that point we come into a hook, so we go down to an A minor, and I just can't contain. So A minor, G, C, I just can't contain. And then repeat that, this feeling that remains. Back to our D over the F sharp and the bass, alright, so that part in context, I'll sing the first verse, then we go into it. There she goes, there she goes again, racing through my brain. At that point, we're going to go to the A minor. You can walk down, so just on the A string, like that. Go up to that D part there, stay on the C, and then this can't contain this feeling that remains. There she goes again, pulsing through my veins, and I So after those first two verses, the riff comes back in over the same chords. We talked about that second part in the solo. So the chords that go behind that, they're just it's the A minor section. So just our A minor, G, C, and then back into the verse. After that instrumental break, we go into another chorus. The melody and the vocals is the same, but the underlying guitar parts are different. We go into a minor key, it gives the song a different feel. So we get there she goes, E minor to C. There she goes again. Alright. There she goes again. And then a D over F sharp. She calls my name. So I'm just going there, I'll play through that slowly. So there she goes again. She calls my name. Then we're back into our regular chords now. Now instead of C there, you can have a C add 9, which is just a C chord, but I'm holding B3 with my pinky. You don't have to if you're a beginner and it's too much to think about. C is absolutely fine, but that C9 works well. So that part all together. There she goes again. talk you through this part. The chords are different. So we've got E minor. There she goes. There she goes again. Up to our she calls my name. Back to our G. Pulls my train. C over 9. No one. So we're back to our D over F sharp. No one else can. So hopefully you can see the chords I'm playing there. I'm trying to sing the melody to help it along. It's a little bit tricky and there's some faster changes in there, so just make sure you've got it all. So we're starting with our E minor to C. There she goes, there she goes again. And then up to our D over F sharp. She calls my name. Back to our G there. And then up to the D over F sharp, pulls my chain. Back to C or C with a 9. And then again back up to the D. No one else can heal my pain. So I'll play that again. There she goes, there she goes again. C now, we're going to go down, walk down to our A minor for this I just can't contain. I just can't contain. This time we're staying in a minor mode, we're going to go down to E minor. So, and I just can't contain. And then we go back into major there with a C. This feeling that remains. Up to the D. That part again all together. There she goes, there she goes again. She calls my name, pulls my train. No one else could heal my pain, and I just can't contain this feeling that remains. Carry on. So as I always say, listen to the recording for the roadmap of exactly where all those parts come into and how they link in together. But those are all the component parts for There She Goes by the Lars. So that's it, that's There She Goes, a great song. I hope you've enjoyed the lesson. It's a great song, great fun to play. As always guys, enjoy guitar playing. I'll see you very soon.